everyone, and welcome to your daily tarot reading for Thursday, the 29th of November 2018. Thank you for joining me. It's a pleasure to be with you today. Now, yesterday, someone in the comments asked me to use the good tarot, so I'm taking requests now, and I'm like a DJ. So I am using the good tarot for today's reading. So someone is going to be happy out there, at least. So that's always good to know. So I'm going to choose 3 cards to give you an insight into the day's energy and what you'll be working with. And just FYI, these cards are really big. So if you've got tiny little hands, these aren't for you. And also Colette Baron Reid is a somewhat controversial figure, I think. So inform yourself about her before you buy this deck. We have the Two of Fire, which is the Two of Wands. The Page of Air, beautiful. Page of Swords. And the Nine of Fire. That's the Nine of Wands. All right. So, the Two of Fire is about moving ahead in life, knowing exactly where you're going, and it's beautifully designed here. So rather than just making a decision and holding the world in the palm of your hands and looking out to sea and thinking, how am I going to move forward? You are far too stylish for that today. So instead, you get a Persian rug, you throw it over your favorite giraffe, you get it to light your way, you light some candles as well so you can have a relaxing time moving forward into your new future. Unfortunately, the end of the road is right there, and it seems to be kind of fiery down there. So this isn't really a suggestion in the sense of the regular Two of Fire, because the regular Two of Fire says that if you want to make a change in your life, you take control of your life and you move forward, and it's likely that you're going to be successful. This card says, if you take control of your life, you can light the way as much as you want, but you still don't see the abyss you're heading towards. And if you can take control of your life now, you're going to go tumbling down a big hole, which is an interesting take on that card. And it's obviously much more negative than usually the card is. But it's interesting that I was asked to use this deck today, that I am using the deck today, because the law of attraction always, it means that whatever day I do these readings, the right cards come out. So I can never read the wrong card. So first of all, if you step into your own power today and you think that you're absolutely right and that your way is the best way forward, and you're going to ignore everyone else's advice and do it, you might be setting yourself up for a fall. The next card is the Page of Air, which is really beautiful. I mean, it's this young angel here, which really has nothing to do with the Page of Air. Sorry, Colette. But the Page of Air is the Page of Swords. It's a young kid who's just learning how to make decisions, how to tell right from wrong, justice from injustice, how to communicate effectively, how to start making tough decisions even if you don't feel like making them, making sacrifices for other people in a logical way, because that will open the door for other people to succeed. All of those kind of things we have to learn as we progress through the court cards in the Suit of Air, which is Page and then Knight and then King and Queen. And the Page of Air is really learning, okay? And when you're really learning, you don't get your wings. You get your wings when you're the Knight or the Queen. So I guess this is saying that there's beauty in learning, and there's beauty in not knowing what you're doing yet and enjoying every step of your development and of your future. That's nice. Certain people are process oriented and certain people are results oriented. Okay, so if you're results oriented, you will say, oh, this page of air situation, I'm glad I got over that because I needed to become the king to get this problem solved. People who are process oriented will enjoy the process of learning, and every step they take to progress in life, they're always happy and content with where they are at right now. And that's obviously a much better way of going about it, because if you're results oriented, you're only going to be happy when you get your result, correct? And everything that comes before that is a pain and is a mission. People who are process oriented enjoy the journey, enjoy the ride. So today, you're taking your power back. You don't have all the answers. The page of air confirms that, because it is the page of air. She doesn't know what she's doing, but she does happen to have wings in this case. So if you decide to do something that you care about and you fall, your wings kick into action, and rather than falling, you lift yourself out of that and you fly away and you fly to safety. So because this is an angel, the way I read that is that grace operates in your life today. So even if you're super willful and egotistical, narcissistic, whatever, and you think you're doing what you're doing and to hell with everything else, you're going to be saved from falling on your face, because the page of air, in this case, is incredibly empowered and can fly. So you're not going to fall on your face, you'll just hover over the ground a little bit. And you can fly off and you can learn more, and it's a situation that you can learn from, basically. So today, if you do have something negative like that, the page of air, one, saves you, and secondly, the page then learns from those mistakes and makes its way to becoming the knight of air. So you have the potential to really improve your thinking, improve your communication, and to have your ideas and your logic and your thinking save you from your own desires and passions and feelings. So listen to reason. The Nine of Fire is usually kind of having the worst behind you and being out of the woods. In this case, what's she doing? This is a woman who is just gorgeous, and she's hanging a couple of stars on something, and they turn into these fireflies, and they take on a life of their own. So what this is a woman who realizes that she's come a long way in her life and that she carries the fire within her, no matter what happens in life. She's realized through working her way through the suit of fire that she has this star inside of her always. The eternal flame of the universe burns inside of her. And when she externalizes that stardom trickles down to fill the world with light and beauty. But those creations, so whether it's you writing a book or writing a song or creating a beautiful home or putting out the decorations for Christmas, that the beauty that you bring to the world from within takes on a life of its own and will continue to thrive even when you're not focused on it. So the Christmas lights is a very banal example, but you know, you have the joy of Christmas, for instance, inside you. You want lights and beautiful surroundings, and you imagine that, and you decorate your house with angels and little carousels and trees with fairy lights on them, and a Christmas tree and baubles and all sorts of things. And that then takes over a life of its own in terms of the Christmas spirit, for instance. Okay? So what does this mean altogether? So you decide to do something that probably isn't well thought out or is just based on your feelings, and you're really just not willing to be told what to do today. You're a rebel, you're doing things your own way, and you think you know what's best. It's unlikely that that's going to work out, but grace operates. You're saved from making a grave error. And by being saved from making a grave error, you then have the opportunity to express yourself and add something valuable to the world. So basically, grace is operating today, and you're being saved from yourself because the universe knows that you have so much amazing love and beauty and joy to share with the world that it would be a shame if you were no longer here. So you're being saved in a way from yourself. If you've been sober for 10 years and you decide today, oh, I don't think I was an alcoholic, let's have a Harvey Wallbanger. I think that's a really good one because you will bang that wall. And if you decide to relapse on this day, then you'll be saved from doing that. Reason will prevail, and it'll say, listen, Harvey, you have been sober for 10 years. Do you really want to throw all that away? The craving or the thought passes. You don't have a Long Island iced tea, and then you're able to continue with your life and continue to be present and add beautiful things to other people's lives. Because if you go down the hole of alcoholism again today, for instance, then it's just all about you. And you're at the bottom here of the abyss, and you're going to try and put your legs together and fix yourself up and try and climb your way out. You're not climbing your way out because the universe saves you, and the universe saves you because you have come such a long way, so you deserve a break. That's really rare. The universe isn't that kind usually. It operates on the laws of cause and effect. What you put in, you get out. If you make a stupid decision, you end up broke. Life is hard. If you insult an enemy, you're likely to get a smack in the face. It's tit for tat. That's why planet duality, every action has a consequence, and that's why we need to think about our actions before we take them. And it's rare that the universe intervenes and saves us from ourselves, because it's by falling on our faces that we learn. Most of us learn through pain, and here we're really being given a get out of jail free card, because the universe knows that you're trying your best and that you have something so beautiful to give. So the things that you've overcome in the past and that possibly raise their head again and try and trick you again and fool you again, you're not going to make the same mistakes. You've learned from them, you remember, and you leave those negative things in the past. You don't repeat the same mistakes. 2 and 1 is 3, and 9 is 12. 1 and 2 is 3. 3 is about new beginnings and communication. So you want to make a new beginning, a fresh start, but the communication is lacking. The communication saves you ultimately. So communicate with the higher realms, your guardian angel, your angels, your ancestors, your guides, rather than just listening to your own mind and your own ideas. Ask for different perspectives, ask for help, ask for guidance, and that way you're going to be able to use this day to create beauty and love and joy, rather than digging yourself out of a ditch that you've fallen into. So it's quite an amazing day, in the sense that, we don't often get chances like this. So enjoy the day, learn from it, and really recognize how special you are, and say thank you, and enjoy the day as much as you can, and try and be as productive as you can, because you're really going to be able to create something beautiful for others and for yourself. So I hope you have a wonderful day. If you would like a private reading with me, please get in touch via my website. It's gregoryscott.com. Click on the readings tab to order your reading. In my personal readings, I use the tarot, astrology, and numerology. The astrology chart I draw up by using your place of birth, date of birth, and time of birth. That then gives me a blueprint of who you are. It shows me what you're good at when it comes to work, what your life purpose is in this lifetime, where you've been in past lifetimes, what's destined for you in spiritual development, in finance, love, family, health, growth, friendships, travel, and moving. And I can answer any questions you may have. So if you are interested, please get in touch via the website, gregoryscott.com. If you like my videos, please hit the subscribe button, and I'll speak to you tomorrow.